So in this video, we're going to talk about the note progression page. The note progression page is the page I like to use to discuss theory. Theory is how we count notes, what value we apply to the notes. So on our note progression page, we have quarters, eighths, eighth note triplets, 16th notes, 16th note triplets, and 32nd notes. Those are all the notes that I have on this particular page. I don't typically start out with the faster notes. I like to start out with the slower ones first, but I will talk about them. So the quarter notes are counted, they're counted 1, 2, 3, 4. You could think of them as a fraction. When I say quarter, you just think of it as a fraction. You can think of it as change, 4 quarters equal $1, that kind of thing. Now on this particular page, there's only 4 beats on every measure. That's it. I know the measure looks very wide on this page, but that's the way we think of it. 4 beats per measure. And when you think about the quarter note, if you think of it as a fraction, you have your top number, your numerator, and your bottom number, your denominator. And the bottom number is going to be the number that tells you how many notes there are in 4 beats or in one measure, same thing. So with quarter notes, you have 1 over 4. I know I'm getting very, very mathy here on the fraction side, but that's just the way to help think of notes versus beats. The notes are what you play, and the beats are what you feel as far as the timing. So when you think of the quarter note again, you have your numerator on top, 1/4, which is the denominator. 4 is the denominator, which means there's 4 notes in the measure. So you're going to count them 1, 2, 3, 4. It's an easy way to remember how many notes are in 4 beats. You just look at the denominator. When you look at the next note on the page, they're eighth notes, and we count those 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. What's the denominator on the fraction? The eighth note, or the number 8. So that means there's going to be 8 notes in the measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and is 8 notes. The next one on the page is the eighth note triplet. We're going to skip that one for now because that's a little more complicated and just go for the last one that I want to discuss in this video. And that's the 4th one down, and that's the 16th note. So 16th notes are counted 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. And again, when you think of the denominator, which is 16, that means when you count 4 beats worth of notes, you should be counting 16 of them. So 1 ienda is 4 notes, 2 ienda, another 4, 3 ienda, another 4, 4 ienda, another 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 8, 12, 16. That's how that works. The next one on the page is 16th note triplets. We'll save that for another video. And the last one on the page are 32nd notes, and we will save that for another video as well. All right, signing off on this one for the note progression page. I would play these notes very evenly if you wanted to play them and count them at the same time, which is what I would suggest, just to get the counting in your head. So again, quarters, 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 16th notes, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. All right, happy counting.